Well, today we're going to be installing a new window on my mom's the back of my mom's car. If you guys saw in the last video, someone knocked the window out just to steal a $30 piece of item. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to take this door panel off, which I just got to pop off this little cover, pop out this switch, pop off this little bezel. There's two 7mm screws underneath this cover, and then you just pop open the door panel with this tool. So let's get that started. Got it popped this a little bit, so now I'm gonna keep pulling it off just like so. I don't think this panel's ever been off this car. There we go. Now there's the door panel. Well, came right off. Set that right here out of the way. So now I'm gonna take off this little insulation piece. The insulation's all off, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug the window switch back in so that the window will work. Hang on, set this right here. Got the window switch back in. I'm going to turn the key on, engine off. I'm going to roll the window down, or the regulator down, to where this, see this hole right here? There's going to be another one right here where the bolt is, that bolts the window in place. Oh, right here, I'm sorry. The window right here and right here. So when it rolls down, you can get to the bolts, so I can unbolt it. You can kind of see that one, so I don't have to go down very far. So I can unbolt those bolts for the clamp for the window. And next, I'm going to take out this bag too that I put on here. Key on, engine off. I'm going to try to roll the window down, the regulator down just a little bit. See that? Where it's coming down, it's kind of lined up. Right there, you can see in there that hole with the bolt, and that one right there, straight in there. So I'm going to take those loose, those little clamps loose, get some of the glass out, and I'm going to take the shop vac and get all these broken glass pieces out of the door, because the door is full of them. See if I can get my light out. You can see down in there, you can see all the broken glass all down inside the door. So I'm going to clean up all that and get all this cleaned up, get those two bolts loosened so I can slide the window in place when I get to that point. Well, I removed the door speaker here just so I can get in here and see all the glass that's broken down here, so I can get in there a little bit better. So now we're going to vacuum all the glass out. Got all the glass cleared out, so now we'll work on ripping all this plastic off this thing, getting all this tape off. And you'll notice on my tape job here on my plastic, I try not to tape on moldings and stuff, or get duct tape on paint, because I know what a pain in the butt that can be to get off after it's been on there for some time, which Scotch tape will do it too if it's been on there for a while. I'm going to rip all this off, we'll clean all this off and move on to the next step. Alright, I got all the plastic off the car. I'm going to work on removing this molding here. Come on, there we go. Set that over out of the way. I loosened this bolt up just a minute ago. Maybe I loosen it up so maybe I can get some play going on here, make this thing move a little bit, I don't know. So now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the window regulator down just a little bit. Give me some room. So room for the window. So now I'm going to try to install the window. Okay, so I popped off this piece of trim just for the heck of it while I was in there. I already took the rear quarter glass window loose, as you can see. I just got it out and slid over to the side a little bit to give me more room. So now let's try this again. I tried this a minute ago with the quarter glass, or that bent glass, whatever you want to call it, still in there. It did not want to work. Alright, there you go. So now I'm going to bolt that up to the there's my niece. I'm going to bolt this up to the window regulator, and I'm going to put this window back in place and bolt it back down. The window is slid in its little tracks, as you can see. All you got to do is bolt that down, pulls it tight, holds the window in place. I'm going to tighten down both those, and like I said, I'm going to work on getting that window pushed back in, which shouldn't be too bad, and then it's pretty much downhill from there. Got the window in, it's all the way in. Let's see, I'll turn the key off. I was rolling it up. That's one thing you need to check out, make sure it rolls up and down. But yeah, so now it's time to put it all back together. We're going to put this outer trim on. Because my niece is going to help me out some more. Get her steering spot. So now all I gotta do is pop your trim back on. Super easy. Just like that. Now we'll pop in the inner trim.
Now I'm going so much closer to stairs, which is right
Got my audience right there hanging out with me today.
I am trying to stare at Uncle Jay.
Trying to stare at Uncle Jay. Why do you want to stare at Uncle Jay for?
Because I just want to bother you and see what you're doing every day.
See what I'm doing every day. You like your uncle, don't you?
And wherever you go, I'm going to.
And wherever I go, you're going too. So you're going to the beach with me this year?
Yeah, I guess. No, wherever you go here, I'm following you here.
Oh, is that what that meant? Okay.
And
So, got the trim. Alright, keep an eye on me. Make sure I'm not doing anything crazy. Make sure YouTube doesn't get mad at me.
Yep, the YouTube will get mad at you. Whoever watches the video thinks you're crazy.
Well, I already think that. So anyway, we got that put on. So now I'm going to put the door speaker back in. Got the speaker back in, bolted back in, 3 bolts. Got the little cover, the dust cover or whatever, water shield, whatever you want to call it. It's bolted back in. So now we can pop the door panel back on. So windows installed. So I'm going to take this window cleaner. We're going to clean that. We'll make sure the window rolls up and down.
Crazy.
Rolls down. Rolls right back up.
Yeah, more
What do you think?
crazy.
Craziness, isn't it? Fix that. Looks nice, doesn't it? Looks a whole lot better than what it did, doesn't it?
It looks a lot better the way it was.
You liked it with the plastic bag on it?
Yeah,
You're crazy.
you're crazy.
There it is, 1 window installed. Mom should be happy. I looked on YouTube. There's not very many videos out there about people putting those in, so there's a little quick video about it. My niece, she's excited to help her uncle out putting a window in the car or standing there watching me. So anyway, this one's done. Here's the deck. Just got through with the car, so now we're moving on to the deck stuff here. Finishing up, laying it down here. It looks pretty good though. I like it. Really like it. What do you think, Matt? You like it?
I like it a lot.
Well, today I'm heading down to Harbor Freight. I'm going to get me a saw. I guess I'm going to, since we're doing window stuff in this video, I guess I'm going to try to install a window in my buggy. So let's get down to Harbor Freight and get a saw. Well, I made it back from Harbor Freight. My wallet, normally when I get out of there, my wallet tells me this was a bad decision. It's kind of like going to Crystal or White Castles and you eat like a big sack of them and then your stomach tells you, man, that was a bad idea. That's normally what happens with my wallet, but this time I only got out of there for 80 bucks, a little over 80 bucks. I did get me a new heat gun. I needed one of those. I had an old Black & Decker one for years. It crapped out on me, and I've needed one ever since, off and on. So I finally got one, 12 bucks. I got me a orbital jigsaw with blades, and I got me a little palm sander here, and I got a couple things of sandpaper here. This stuff was on sale. It was like $1.99 per pack. So hey, you can't go wrong there. And since I had a good attitude, the cashier lady hooked me up. I got free 2-year warranty on this, and I got this warranty for, it was like going to be $9. She hooked me up with it for $4. All because I had a good attitude is what she told me. So hey, I'll take that all day long. I'll be nice to people to get deals like that. So I guess what we're going to do is I'm going to set this jigsaw up, and I guess I'm going to just trace it out. Trace this, move that out of the way. I already took that out of that box, by the way. I'm going to lay this down flat like this, and I'm just going to cut it, rough cut around all this stuff, and I'm going to take this orbital sander here, and I'm going to sand down the corners of it. I was going to get like a belt sander, but my wallet was telling me, dude, do not spend $100-something on one of these right now, because I just paid car insurance and a bunch of other bills. It's unreal. So with that being said, I'm going to cut this thing out with the jigsaw. Then we'll go from there. I started cutting with the my jigsaw here. You can see I got my little outline started. So I'm going to finish going around this line I drew out with a magic marker here. We'll get this cut out, and then we'll move on to the next step. I got the window cut out, as you guys can see, the Lexan cut out, whatever you want to call it. So now what I'm doing is I'm going around. I rolled the buggy back here. And what I'm doing is I'm test fitting it in here, and I'm just doing one, like right now I'm doing this little corner right here. I'm shaping it up to this corner. I'm going up through here. I'm going to do this side next. I'm going to do this corner next, just and so on and so forth till I get it to where it fits inside here. I already cut out my window rubber. So as soon as I get it all where it'll fit in there, I'm going to put it inside the window rubber, and we're going to try to install it. No guarantees here. Getting some progress done on here, as you can see. On this corner right here, I got it pretty good. You get the film right there. I peeled up a little bit, but this corner I got pretty good going up through here. So I'm starting about right here. I got to sand it in a little bit more. Then up here in this corner, I'm going to massage it, and all the way up through here. I may mark it and take my jigsaw there and cut a straight line through there a little bit more, and then that corner, and so on and so forth. Doing a little at a time, just trying to make it right, because it's not like metal. If you cut it too much, cut it or screw up or whatever, you can't weld it and add more. You're screwed. You done wasted all that Lexan. So just doing a little at a time. Now I'm going to cut this. I'm going to massage this with the orbital sander there. I'm going to work on this corner right here and get this corner jiving pretty good, and I'll be done pretty much with this side. Here's a little bit of an update with the deck. We got all the composite wood on top. My brother-in-law finished that off yesterday. I helped him out for a little bit. We got composite wood to go on the sides right here, all the way around. Right here it is. This stuff right here is very expensive. Good night. But we got all that ready to go. Well, I got the window cut out. I don't know if you can see it or not. I did nick it right here, one little spot right there with the sander, and then there's another one somewhere right in there. I knew it was bound to happen. I knew I was going to mess up on something, but oh well. But it's cut out really good. I got the window rubber. I kind of set it inside here. I don't know which way I'm going to go with this. Should I install it on the window first and then try to put it in here, or should I guess I should just leave it in here and then try to put the window in its track. I'm going to use some soapy water, and we'll go from there on it. I don't know if I have enough time to do this or not. I gotta go pick up my son from school, and I gotta go run a few errands and pay some bills. You know how it goes. But I'm gonna take one shot at it. If I don't get it in today, then I can come back later this week and do it. Not a big deal. That went over about as good as expected to. I'm gonna have to glue this rubber in place all around the window frame and let that sit up for a few days, and then try to install that. Maybe get a piece of rope or something the old school way. I don't know. It's going to be a tight fit, and a few cuss words later, it might be installed. I'm probably going to have to get somebody to help me do that. That's it for today on this. I got to go pick up my son. Just got a call from his nurse. He's throwing up in his classroom. Great stuff. I'll see y'all in a minute. Well, it's been a few days later. I've been down here working on this. We're trying to get the windshield put in, but I don't think it's going to work with this gasket. We've been trying. Matt, my brother-in-law, and I have been down here working on it, trying to get that to go in, and it's just fighting us. You get one side in, the other side pops out over and over and over again. So I think I'm going to probably use this windshield, but I think I might explore the using side-by-side clamps or something to hold their, side-by-sides have the clamps to hold the windshield in. So I think I might be exploring that. So no windshield in this video, dang it. I've been trying. I've said a lot of four-letter words. I'm done with it for now. But on a high note, after the end of this week, after my failure with the the windshield there, I did get new control arms in for the old heavy Chevy here. So we'll be putting those on soon. I got the uppers in. I got the lowers on their way. I got to do some modification, a little bit of welding to put those in. And I got new coil spring cushions there. So stay tuned for that coming up soon. The old Chevy's going to be getting new upper and lower control arms, and I got a new manual steering rack coming for it. So with that being said, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Be good to each other. Go out there and enjoy life. I'll see you next time.